Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and in this video you can obviously see what I'm playing. But Fortnite has released a new update, and let's start with the sprites. Fortnite has released 3 new sprites, and you can see 2 of the 3, Peely and a llama sprite, which look really cool. But they've released an Iron Mouse sprite, which is absolute crazy, but I think they got rid of it, or I don't know. I haven't seen anybody or anything of it at all, so I don't know. But they also did release a lot of stuff this update, like as the Simpsons Reload update, which I'll be playing in another video. But let's get back to the sprites, and they have given us new sprite rewards, and they've given us 2 new sets. Let's start with the first set, which is this. You get an extraction frame, and I don't know if this is a placeholder or something, because this is supposed to be the last tier. And you get John Wick's extraction frame, 3 sprite locators, 40,000 season XP, PJ's extraction frame, and a water sprite shade, which is kind of cool. And then there's a new variant of sprite that you can only get from here, which is a quack sprite, which you can probably already know what it's supposed to mean, but it gives 50% sprite XP to or earn to all other sprites in your inventory. Same with these, and there's even a 0-point quack sprite, so if you don't have a 0-point, then you better be mastering your sprites. And there's a new locator, which is a lucky one, which if you use it, you get a sprite that you don't have. So if all you need is a Grim or a 0-point or something else, then you might get lucky and find something you want. And then you get the fire sprite shade, and you get this sprite party emote, which I don't know why it's in the other set, but I'm gonna be mastering my last sprite I need to master to get that. So let's begin. Oh yeah, my game is my game trying to mess with me. Wait a minute. Equip. What? Oh, my game is bugged. Oh, snap. I have to switch. Okay, yeah, all I had to do is switch. But yeah, there's a couple of map changes, which isn't a lot, but I'll also go over stuff that was happening during the summer that I didn't make a video on. So let's get started, and oh snap, I need to do something. Let's just ignore JJK. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, for a guy I had this loading screen. Please, come on, quick. Okay, thank God. And let's see if anybody, oh, Gummy Batman, Peely. That's all. And new Spider-Man skin, yeah, they released that. So the new not POY, but the new thing, we have gotten story quest, and for the summer update we got the Bat Cave right under Wonky Land. And here, I mean, the new, what's it, Collider 2.0, whatever. Oh wow. To stabilize the 0-point has made some progress, but I don't know if it's any different. But no, best place to land to hide. Master my sprite with GPS. Just edge of the map, or part of the map. And we already got a Peely sprite. Yeah, the Peely sprite, trying to master it is not the best thing to do. Oh, the mythic. Yeah, landing here is also good because you can get enough gold to buy Quack. Not the actual quack, but quack snacks. To level up your sprite, which is very much needed. Now this is a goated star. Not goated. This is some goated loot from Landon. Yeah. I forgot those destroy literally anything. Just level up my sprite and oh, I'm so close to getting the gold I need. So close. I'll come back here. I'm gonna need a vending machine. Where'd they go? Oh, they're over there. Okay. By the way, the Peaky Peely and the Mutant Llama, which is their actual names. I don't know why. But the Peaky Peely shows you rare sprites, I think. Shows you, I forgot what exactly it does, but it shows you people with rare sprites or something about rare sprites. But it marks your location, which is why it's a pain to master. Especially because people can see you off spawn. And the Looting Llama lets you, it gives you a chance to upgrade your weapon, like the rarity, every time you open ammo crate. So it gives you a chance, it doesn't always, so it's kind of useless. Which is pretty sad because it looks super cool. But let me get my sprites level 4. Oh, snap. Oh, come on, gold. Now I have to get them to level 4. Okay, this is some pretty good starting loot. For the start of a match. This is super good. I have all the gold I need. Now I need to find some more chests to loot. Oh, ammo box. Should be 2 chests up here. And overall, this season, oh yeah, I'll get to story stuff later once I talk about all the sprites. And oh, there's a sprite chest. Nope, I'm not letting this happen. Oh, it's going that. Oh, I already have one. Yeah, whatever. But I'll talk more about the story, or just about the story later, once I get done with the sprite. But the Iron Mouse sprite, which I don't know how to get, or how people even did it. I just saw it from the video, I was like, wait, there's an Iron Mouse sprite? And I don't know if they did anything with it, because I haven't seen anybody or anything of it aside from that video, which is kind of crazy because these are the sprites rare, like so rare. Only probably like 3 people ever have it, or 3 people in the entire. You know what I'm trying to say. And so, with the season almost coming to an end, or being close to ending, I want to know what Fortnite's gonna try and do for ending this season off, or to end this season off, because this season so far feels more like an end season, because we've got a legit collider and a whole new map, which kind of weird because this is only the 3rd season. That right here, I'm gonna slime. Oh, spark. Okay. I leveled up. This is gonna be my final. Almost said spinal. Sprite level up. I did it. Finally. Thank God. It was worth it. But after grinding to master sprites, it's gotten so boring. I've realized how boring it is to just master sprites all day. That's why I quit after I got a lot of sprites, because it's just not. I've already had a quite bit of sprites mastered, but they really said, you know, let's release everything. And so do this. Oh. Can't die right now. I'm just dying. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Oh my god. What? Just stumbled. Sprite party. Thank God. I'm gonna see that and then see how they do this. I'm gonna get shot down. You know, this is the closest we've ever gone to flying cars in Fortnite. Which is, I don't know why I'm talking about that. But I think I've talked all about sprites for now, so let's talk about the story. So now, all of the new 7, or everybody at the 7 right now, has found out that reality online visitor is GENO, which I'll show you or y'all where his base of operations is. After that, if I don't get freaking hunted down, God, yeah, I'm probably still getting hunted down. But there's a new Dark Voyager boss that has released, which looks super cool because look at that. You do 1 damage. How am I getting followed? Holy moly, they just got bombed. Dang. But new story. So the 7 have found out that GENO is working with them, or let's see how good this is. I just said it's here. This is boring as heck. Unless I have licensed audio off, which might be the reason why. I hope it is, because I'm not gonna use that emote if it's all it is. It's just that. Where's the emote at? Why is it here? From under to dancer. What kind of Bugs Bunny me? Did not see that at all. But finally, I'm done grinding sprites. But they have added Lil Tecca to Fortnite, the new festival artist, which is quite crazy. But in item shop, they added Hulkback. We did not see that. But yes, yeah, let's get back to the story. But 7, or no 7, whatever. Set up cubed. Freaking, oh my god, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna stream snipe. I'm gonna camp and wait for them to jump out the bus. But since they found out about GENO, instead of just being like, oh, you're GENO to the visitor, which is pretty dumb, they're actually being smart for once and keeping this a secret so GENO doesn't know. Which I hope they did in the first place. So now all we have to do is wait and see what the new 7's next moves are going to be after finding out about GENO. This is some blink and you'll miss it type stuff, which I probably went for the wrong person. Oh, I should have landed Shankin. Don't know why. Wait, what was that? Oh, demon. I'll take his sprite right now. Dead. Freaking. Took long enough. but I will show y'all where his main base or just base of operations are in Shaken Sanctuary. But after, while I get there, I want to know what's in for the last few weeks of this season and for next season, because we haven't really, gotten any hints about next season. Because all of this season has been is just us trying to, let's just trying to find out who the reality unknown visitor is. Well, before our main cast, whatever you say, whatever you like to call them, Stronghold and all of them, and trying to repair, or just trying to stabilize their point. That's the main goal this season. Thing is, this season really can't lead into anything without it being kind of a weird transition, because it was see, seasons kind of need a smooth transition from another story-wise, kind of. Because how do we go to, having sprite games and stuff to, I think, maybe a gaming legend season, because that might be what next season is going to be about. And if you love, different types of games like Sonic, God of War, games, just all that, just a lot of different type of games, then that might be the perfect season for you, or just anybody that plays games other than Fortnite. We're one step closer to stabilizing this album. Good. Yeah, GENO. Yeah, this is the main base of operations, which is kind of weird because, which I kind of find weird because, why? It's because, first of all, why would you, how does he even get here? Let's start with this. This dude, there's like no entrance right here. It was just, just marble. How's he getting here in the first place? And how'd they find out about this? Placing first, get it place. And whenever you come down here, you find these strange symbols, which is the first thing that I saw, and I don't know what they could really mean at all. But as soon as you enter here, it seems to be a kind of security room, but there's this globe in the middle, which is kind of weird because we're on an island in a bubble. So I don't know what purpose this serves, because you got all this and these different just continents, I think I'd like to say. But I don't know why this would even be here. And then you got a security camera set up at random places. Which, let's start with freaking, right at, I think, Chop Shop and one of the gas stations, whatever, not gas stations, but wash cleaners, car washes, yeah. Wonky Land, what? And the only one that makes sense is Sandy Strip, which seems is that this is before we even rescued the sprite. And then we got Battlewood, which I don't know where this camera could be. But let's talk more about this globe and why it's even here. Can I break it? I'm not gonna break it. Is because the only thing I'm interested in, well, that caught my attention was that it's glitching and these little pond areas, especially this one because it's shaped just like the moon. And if you've ever played in Chapter 4, Kato Thorn. I'm not gonna make any theories because it's just an ocean or just a lake from you can see, but it's kind of weird that this is here, So I don't know if this is gonna be in any story relevant, probably not, but That's kind of weird that there's just a globe right there. I don't know why GENO would need a globe anyways. But moving forward for the storyline, when is Jones gonna wake up, and what is gonna be the seventh next step after Jones wakes up? Because he's probably gonna be in a panic state. Honestly, when he wakes up, he'll be like, what happened and stuff. But he'll probably wake up next season, or maybe almost at the end of this season. Which would be weird, but whatever. Ooh, it's just. But after he wakes up, I don't know what the Seven's gonna try and do. Because are they gonna, kick out Seven, kick out GENO, or try to stop GENO secretly? Because they have to stabilize the 0 point, or try and kill GENO, well, do something about GENO, and let the world implode, because 0 point's gonna need to be stabilized to put GENO's best with the machine. Not mess with it, but no. But if they do, if they do stabilize the 0 point, then GENO can use it and abuse the 0, or take control of the 0 point when it's stabilized. And oh snap, I just got destroyed. So if they stabilize 0 point, GENO can take it, and not take it, but try and take control of it, and yeah, try and make his perfect world. But if they don't, then yeah, all of reality is doomed. So I just really want to know how we're going to transition from this season to next season. But I've covered everything I wanted to cover, so see you next video.